Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. I want to welcome everyone here tonight. I believe we have to get the approval to allow Darrell to be on the Zoom on our meeting tonight. Do we need a roll call or just council approval?
I'll make a motion.
I'd second the motion.
Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Darrell, good to see you, guy. I know you're chilling in Chile.
Well, it's about 90 degrees here. I'm chilling.
Oh, yeah. All right, good deal. All right, approval of minutes. I trust everyone's seen the minutes. Any changes or additions? Take not, so approved as reported. Report of town manager. As we all know, Bart Warner is sick. He has pneumonia. He came down with it yesterday. He's sick today, and we wish him a speedy recovery. He did have one thing he wanted to pass on concerning the Hampton Inn development. Said it is underway, site work is underway, and the dirt is being moved. So, Mary, do you have anything to add to that, or that's the news we've been waiting for? They've been waiting for the dirt to be tested properly and for it to be underway, so it is underway. That's good news. Very good news. Appearances before council. I have one, Mr. Philip Biles. If you want to come up, name, where you live, and tell us what's on your mind.
Sure. Thank you very much, Councilor, for allowing me to be here. I'm Philip Biles. I live at 3289 Peaks Road. I'm one of the pastors at Bedford Community Church. So I just wanted to come on behalf of our church to say thank you, leaders, for all you all do for our town, for the community. It's a joy and honor to be here to do all the things that we can do together to partner in the community. And I just wanted to challenge and encourage you all. God, when he chose Joshua to be a leader of his people, he said, hey, be strong, be of courage. So that's our charge to you this evening. Be strong as you lead us in this next year. Have courage. You're going to make some tough decisions for our town, we know, coming up, but be strong. We are proud and excited that you all are here as part of the council, and we just want to pray for you, if I could, this evening, and for your time together this year. Can I do that?
Sure. Thank you.
Lord, we are just so grateful that we can come to you together in a room like this. And I know there are men here that are seated in a position of authority for our town. God, would you just continue to give them wisdom and courage as they make decisions, knowing many different constituents, many different people in the town, businesses, people, homes, lives. God, that they would continue to be strong and have courage to make decisions that you have laid upon their hearts. God, that you have laid before the town, that they would continue to have an opportunity to do all that they can for our community. God, thank you for loving us. Thank you for the mission that you've called us to do here in Bedford. Thank you for this town, a great place that we can serve you together, Lord, and reach our community. God, we thank you for your love for us. In your name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
Thank you all very much.
Thank you. All right. Going down the list here. Council comments. Dwight, what's going on over there, fella? A little light on your side, heavy on this side.
Well, I got Darrell up there.
Very true. I've got to remember to talk to Darrell. So what you got for us?
I'd like to thank everybody for showing up tonight. Thank you, Philip, for your prayer. And talking about the Hampton Inn, I've been watching that progress in the last 3 days. They have really made a lot of progress up there. They have cutting all the woods down. I don't know if y'all have noticed it. I've seen a lot of digging, a lot of dirt moving going on here, and I think it's going to be on track.
I think you're right. Darrell, what you got?
Well, I just want to thank everyone for being there, and appreciate council letting me sit in by way of this Google Meet. That's all I have.
Stacy.
I just want to thank everybody for being here. Also, I want to thank Officer Brooks for keeping our woman shelters open for the last when it was been very cold for the last couple of weeks or whatever. And I want to thank Eric Mafaden. Is that Eric Mafaden, correct? I want to thank her for the hats to keep people warm in Bedford, which she put on the fence down there for people to get, so.
Thank you, everybody, for being here. I actually stayed at the women's shelter the other night. They had 2 residents there, so they are working to keep people warm in this cold weather. And I just, thank you for being here.
I want to thank everyone for being here tonight.
All right. I have a couple of things to pass on, talk about. Looks like I may be talking a little more than usual tonight, so I might as well clear my voice. Last Tuesday, I had the privilege of going through the middle school. Dave McCormick took us through the middle school, showed us what was going on. It was very interesting. I am very pleased with what I saw. The walls are up, sheetrock is up, wiring has been pulled, ready to put in the panel box. It was impressive. There's still work to be done, but it's well on its way. Let's see, I've got some notes here. The units are 1 and 2 bedroom units. And I was really, I went to school there in the 5th grade. So as we were walking down, I was telling the ones with me, I said, now, as you go right in the door there, my 5th grade class was right to the right. And I said, right across from the principal's office, but I'm sure that was coincidence. But nonetheless, went on down. I remember the other things that were there at the time. But it was very interesting what he's done. We got to the top level, and he called the 2 units up there suites. And they had a beautiful view of the mountain range. And then they had private doors where you walk out onto a veranda, like a patio where they can sit out there in the summertime or whatever. But it's also open to other tenants where they have another entrance. But he's done a great job up there. And we got to talking about the 2 gyms there. The one the city built years ago, and then the old gym, excuse me, behind Old Yeller. He plans to fix those up, renovate them, and whatever needs to be done, he's already talked to the county rec department about using them. So he's already community oriented, which I was very pleased to hear. The man has, to me, been true to his word. As I said, I went to school there. My boys went to school there. My wife went to school there. So it's a lot of memories there. And I did go through it after the fire. And I will say, it was depressing. I had my doubts. When you can look up from the bottom floor and see the sky, that's not good. And it's all the damage that the fire had done at that time. But he said at that time, I will do this. And all I can say is he's true to his word. There have been delays, as he readily admitted, during COVID, supply chain issues, other things, the window size. The windows he had made took a while to get that design. They're an awkward size, an awkward design. And the changes, and he explained this to us, because it's a historical building, it's not like building a new house to where, okay, you might change the plans. You might say, okay, I want to put a bathroom here or change the size of a room or whatever. The contractor can usually do that with no problem. But with that, he has to go through, I guess, the historical registrar to get all those approvals, which do not happen quickly. So there have been delays there because of that. And of course, supply chain issues and all that. But from my perspective, I'm very pleased with what I saw. He's well on his way, and he hopes to start leasing sometime in April. So, and then about roughly 6 months or so, plus or minus after that, he hopes to open Old Yeller, the boutique hotel. So I give the man credit. I have no problems there. I know I've heard complaints from some in the public about not doing this, not doing that. But what I saw last week, I was very pleased with. The very next day, I went to a Bedford Area Chamber of Commerce event at the Welcome Center. They had a guest speaker up there, Stephanie Keener, who is the executive director of the Small Business Development Center in this area. She gave a very good talk on small business, how to start one up, and they are there to help people start small businesses. Along that line, Pam Armstrong from the Bedford County Economic Development was there, and of course, I know Mary Zirkle was there, and both of them gave a good talk on the economic development side of things and what they could do. So it was very, very good, very beneficial. Mr. Biles, we appreciate you coming. Thank you for taking your time to come up here and think of us. And I say this many times, prayer goes a long way. Thank you. All right, moving on. Report of council committees. We didn't have any of that. Revisions to the agenda. We have none. So, public hearings. Where is Bart when you need him? All right, public hearings. Public hearing notice. Notice is hereby given the Town Council of the Town of Bedford, Virginia, at 7 p.m. on Tuesday, January 28th, 2025, will hold a public hearing at the Council Hall in the Town Municipal Building at 215 East Main Street, Bedford, Virginia, 24523, to consider a budget amendment to the fiscal year 2025 adopted budget for a rollover of American Rescue Plan Act. Funding is designated for the Bedford Regional Water Authority. A copy of the detailed budget amendment request is available for inspection by the public in the office of the clerk, the town council, town manager's office, 215 East Main Street, Bedford, Virginia, 24523. At this time, I open the public hearing, so anyone that would like to come and speak, you are welcome to come. No, not a preacher is stirring, so I take it there is no one, so public hearing is closed. Consent agenda is none. No old business. New business. Budget amendment for fiscal year 2025, ARPA rollover. On December 1st, 2021, the town of Bedford entered into a grant subrecipient agreement with the Bedford Regional Water Authority for pass-through funding of $4,500. The project's to be...
4.5 million.
Oh, excuse me. Yeah, I forgot the last few zeros. See, I did that to see if y'all were paying attention. Yeah. For $1,500,000. The project to be completed with this grant funding include the installation of the Belltown Road water line, Elm Street tank replacement, and town and country sewer line repairs. All the projects must be performed and all expenditures made by December 31st, 2026, per the agreement and federal requirements. At the close of fiscal year 24, the remaining balance of funding to be rolled over to fiscal year 25 was $3,195,431.88. Town Council is requested to approve the below budget amendment, which will appropriate budget to the general ledger accounts listed. ARPA relief funding, $3,195,432, and expenditure increase, water and sewer ARPA, $3,195,432. Do I hear a motion?
So moved.
Second.
Councilman Foreman made the motion and Councilman Haley seconded. You got it right.
You got it right this time.
That's right. I'll work on that.
Thank you.
I've been practicing. All right, any discussion?
Only question I have would be, the town and country sewer lines are done, correct? and the Belltown Road water line is complete. So I'm saying that really it is a Helm Street tank replacement, correct?
That's
And-
correct, yes.
Okay.
And they have, as of today, around $2 million remaining, so they've already spent $1 million this fiscal year.
Okay, thank you.
All right, ready to vote? All right, Sean?
Mr. Evans?
Aye.
Mr. Foreman?
Aye.
Mr. Haley?
Aye.
Mr. Ippolito?
Aye.
Mr. Updike? Are you still there?
Where'd he go?
He's gone
Where'd he go?
again.
Gone. And Mayor Stanley?
Aye.
Motion carries with 5 members voting aye.
All right. Did you see us watching you, Darrell? All right. Next action item is a budget amendment for Eastland Crossing switchgear. The electric department obtained quotes for the Eastland Crossing switchgear. Permission was requested to get quotes as the delivery time is now 61 weeks. So approval is critical. The low bid is $64,069.90 from Westco, a regular supplier. 3 quotes were obtained. Council approval is requested as the quotes will expire at the end of the month. Town Council is requested to approve the below budget amendment, which will appropriate budget to the general ledger accounts listed. Expenditure decrease on the contingency side, $64,070. Expenditure increase, infrastructure improvement and extend $64,070. So basically a budget amendment. Do I hear a motion?
So moved.
Second.
Okay. Councilman Haley made the motion and Councilman Foreman seconded it. Any discussion?
Question to John, this is what I think we talked about earlier, this was talking about, this gear will help the development behind the Bank of the James, correct?
Yes, that's correct.
All right, anything else? Ready to vote? All right, Sean?
Mr. Foreman?
Aye.
Mr. Haley?
Aye.
Mr. Ippolito?
Aye.
Mr. Updike?
Aye.
Mr. Evans?
Aye.
Mayor Stanley?
Aye.
Motion carries with 6 members voting aye.
All right. Next on the list is budget amendment for 12K breaker at Centerville. The existing Circuit 2 breaker at Centerville Station is a General Electric type V1B breaker, which was installed in 1979. Is controlled by CO-9 mechanical relay package. Breaker and relay controls are recommended to be tested and calibrated every 2 years at a cost of $2,500 per test. The work was last done in 2007. The circuit feeds Liberty High School and part of the North Hills subdivision. There's also a backup circuit for McGee Street Circuit 3. Proposed work: replace Circuit 2 General Electric V1B reclosure with ABB type RMAG breaker at a cost of $37,370.75. Benefits: increased reliability of service Liberty High School and polling location, reduced maintenance costs, provide SCADA monitoring of equipment, reduced probability of damage to transformer bank, which has an estimated replacement cost of $500,000. Cost of project: move transformers, $10,000. Test and reconnect transformers, $10,000. Purchase new breaker, $37,371. Commissioning of breaker, $15,000. Breaker foundation, $12,000. New bus and supports, $55,000. Bus work on line side, $45,000. New cable and relay panel, $75,000. New surge arresters, $10,000. New load brake switches for 12 kV bus, $10,000. Engineering design services, $15,000. Budget requested for 2025, $87,371. Budget request for 2026, $207,000. And total estimated project cost, $294,371. Town council is requested to approve the below budget amendment, which will appropriate budget to the general ledger accounts listed. Contingency, $87,371. And the substation breaker replacement, $87,371. Do I hear a motion?
Motion.
Got a motion? Second?
Second.
All right. Motion made by Mr. Evans and second by Mr. Haley. Discussion.
I got a question with John. So it says the breakers recommend to be tested and calibrated every 2 years, and the last time it was done in 2007, so we hadn't done it since then?
No, the man that used to do it for us, remember, this is an old GE breaker, he retired, and there's really nobody that was familiar with that type of breaker anymore. So it's really no longer supported. General Electric is not in that business. They haven't been in the business for some time, and it's a kind of a legacy to have that thing out there. So it's about time that it gets changed.
So what you're saying, John, is pretty antique.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's very old technology.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think remember some of those back in my day. Anything else?
Well, it's a 2-year project then?
Yeah, the first year is the groundwork and the ordering the material and doing the engineering work, and the second year is really installing everything.
Yep.
So we're looking at a lead time of approximately 52 weeks for the material. So we really won't get working for another year, basically. And we'll be doing the installation work.
Thank you.
Anything else? Dwight, you okay? All right, John?
Mr. Haley?
Aye.
Mr. Ippolito?
Aye.
Mr. Updike? Mr. Evans?
Aye.
Mr. Foreman?
Aye.
Mayor Stanley?
Aye.
Motion carries with 6 members voting aye.
All right, we're making progress here. Budget amendment for 23 kV breaker at Colton Mill Station. The existing breaker at Colton Mill Station is a Cooper VSO reclosure. This reclosure is equipped with a Form 4C control, which was installed in 1998. It serves a 23 kV line from Colton Mill Station to the Snowden Hydroelectric Plant and Penn Turpin Substation, with a connection to the Holcomb Rock hydro plants. There is currently no spare available for this reclosure. The proposed work: install new 23 kV ABB type or MAG reclosure and SEL 615 control, approximately $42,000. Benefits: provide SCADA monitoring and control, increase the reliability of service to the Big Island area and hydroelectric plants, reduce probability of damage to transformer bank, which has an estimated replacement cost of $500,000. Cost of project: move transformers, $10,000. Test and reconnect transformers, $10,000. Purchase new breaker, $42,000. Commissioning upbreaker, $15,000. Breaker foundation, $12,000. New bus and supports, $55,000. Bus work and line side, $45,000. New cable and relay panel, $75,000. New surge arresters, $10,000. New load brake switches for 12 kV bus, $10,000. And engineering design services, $15,000. Budget request for 2025, $92,000. Budget request for 2026, $207,000. Total estimated project cost, $299,000. Town council is requested to approve the below budget amendment which will appropriate budget to the general ledger accounts listed. Contingency, $92,000. Substation breaker replacement, $92,000. Do I hear a motion?
So moved.
Second?
Second.
Who made the motion? Stacy made the motion, and then Councilman Foreman seconded. So what discussion?
Only discussion I had, are we doing this work or are we outside contractors doing this work?
It's a combination. The programming, for example, the programming of the breaker control is done by an outside specialist. And we may have help with the foundation work and the steel work there. But we would do the rest of the job.
Okay, thank you.
Anything else? Derry, got anything? I keep forgetting to touch base with you.
I think I'm good, everything.
Okay, good deal. All right, Shauna.
Mr. Haley,
Aye.
Mr. Ippolito,
Aye.
Mr. Updike,
Aye.
Mr. Evans,
Aye.
Mr. Foreman,
Aye.
Mayor Stanley.
Aye.
Motion carries with all members voting aye.
All right. I think we're done with the electric stuff. All right, now we're getting into the advanced line of business. All right. Personal property tax write-off for 2019. According to State Code, Section 58-1-3940, collection of local personal property taxes is only enforceable for 5 years, following December 31st of the year for which such taxes were assessed. The Treasurer's Office pursues multiple collection methods, including reporting accounts to the State Debt Set-Off Program, issuing holds through the Virginia DMV. To conform with the state code, staff is requesting for Town Council to approve the write-off of outstanding 2019 personal property taxes in the amount of $506.10. The collection rate for 2019 personal property tax was 99.55%. Town Council is requested to approve the Treasurer's Office to write off all remaining 2019 personal property bills on the active record. Do I hear a motion? All right, second?
Second.
Okay. Councilman Ippolito made the motion and Councilman Foreman made the second. Any discussion or questions? It's all silent, Dan. I will say, and you know where I'm coming from, this is a very good percentage. Very good, very good. Just keep up the good work.
Appreciate it.
Okay, Sean.
Mr. Ippolito,
Aye.
Mr. Updike,
Aye.
Mr. Evans,
Aye.
Mr. Foreman,
Aye.
Mr. Haley,
Aye.
Mayor Stanley.
Aye.
Motion carries with all 6 members voting aye.
Now we're getting into something I've heard a little bit about in the past. Utility bill write-off for 2019. As of December 21st, 2024, the electric accounts over 5 years old and inactive have been deemed uncollectible in the amount of $22,112.56. All efforts have been made to collect the delinquent electric bills, including submitted them to the State Debt Set-Off Program for collection. The delinquent listings are available in the Treasurer's Office and will be maintained in the event that an opportunity should arise to collect one of these outstanding accounts. The collection rate for the 2019 utility bills was 99.91%. Town Council is requested to approve the utility billing / Treasurer's Office to write off all 2019 outstanding utility bills on the active or record. Do I hear a motion?
So moved.
Second. All right, the motion made by Councilman Foreman, seconded by Councilman Haley. Do I hear any discussion? And I've got to say a few words, as you might expect. In the past, in my past, I've seen this in the millions, as you might expect. 99.9% is great, very good. And your staff should be commended. But to me, it's a great job, but it tells me that your staff is working together. You're at the same goals, same missions. You're on the right path, and you with your leadership are getting it done. And I mean, I have to laugh because of what I've seen in the past from where I've been. 99.91% on collectibles is fantastic, and I greatly thank you. Keep up the good work.
I have one to add. I just want to thank Ann. I mean, she has done a tremendous, great job at our finances in the town, and I think from the previous experiences we have had in the past, I think Ann is a top-notch person for our town.
No doubt.
Thank you so much, and I'll pass that along to our staff. They'll definitely appreciate your thanks and all the hard work that they do.
Yes. Thank you. All right, Shauna.
Mr. Updike.
Aye.
Mr. Evans.
Aye.
Mr. Foreman.
Aye.
Mr. Haley.
Aye.
Mr. Ippolito.
Aye.
Mayor Stanley.
Aye.
Motion carries with all members attending voting aye.
All right, we're making progress now. We're down to the main event.
You're almost done, 7:30.
I know. Yeah. Where's the day? Where's the evening gone? All right. The Bedford Autobus Support for Department of Rail and Public Transportation Grant Application Demonstration Phase 4. The town was awarded 3 demonstration grants from the Virginia Department of Rail and Public Transportation to operate the Bedford Autobus for 3 years, fiscal years 2023, 2024, and 2025. The intent with the demonstration grant projects was to apply for state assistance over 3 years before considering becoming a federal transit provider in the 4th year. Staff at the RPT have now advised that we should stay in the demo program for 1 more year, while their funding streams may be changing. Phase 1 demo grant provided service for 3 days a week with 6 days an hour. Grant was closed in November 2023. Phase 2 demo grant added a day of service and went to 8 hours each day. These funds were used through closeout in December 2024. Phase 3 demo grant was awarded to provide funds from August 2024 through December 2025 for 1 remaining year of bus operation. This phase is currently underway. A fare structure was to be added to offset costs of operation. The fiscal years 2023, fiscal year 24, and fiscal year 25 grant awards from the state have been paid at 80% of the cost of the public transit service. The Bedford County Health Foundation has paid the match of 20% for those past and current grants for a total of $102,569. The bus made 3,220 or 2,334 stops in 2022, 5,560 stops 2023, and 6,073 stops in calendar year 2024. 17 locations at no cost to riders. The current fiscal year grant request is to find a 4th year of a demonstration grant where DRPT would again add 80% of the cost. The foundation would pay 20% in a project totaling an estimated $193,964, which includes an advertising monitor estimate. The intent is to continue to provide public transit access to engage potential local advertisers that would cover some of the cost of operation to offset the foundation's 20%. The RPT requires local governments be the applicant for transit projects. The town is a pass-through for funding reimbursement from the state back to the foundation for match money it spent. The current application requires council to provide a letter of commitment for the local match. This match would still be paid by the Health Foundation. Council will provide letters of support for the successful fiscal years 23, fiscal year 24, and fiscal year 25 applications. The town council is requested to provide a letter of support for the grant application for the Otter Bus Demonstration Grant Phase 4 that recognizes commitment of the grant match by the foundation. Do I hear a motion?
So moved.
Second.
Okay. Motion made by Councilman Haley, seconded by Councilman Foreman. Any discussion?
So we get.
Real quick.
Yeah,
I'm
go ahead.
getting ahead of myself. I cannot leave Mary out. And I will now turn things over to Ms. Zirkle to enlighten us and tell us more of the details of this. Maybe by then we may not have questions. So Mary, the floor is yours.
Were there any particular details you'd like added to the memo, the very exhaustive memo that I
And I'm coming up there, so I'm going to take a break.
apologize for so much detail, but I think it's important to provide a track record for the public to know what's been done in the past so that they understand that you have been in support of this effort going forward for free, fair public transportation. So thank you for your support of that in the past. So we do just need to provide a letter of support, and the good thing about this is we're not committing town money. We are actually saying, yes, a foundation, the Bedford Community Health Foundation, will be providing the required 20% match for these state funds. So it's a win-win for this, but ultimately I think I just want everyone to be aware that this is not going to be free forever, that perhaps we should be having conversations about what we need to do in the future for making this truly public transportation, and that is why I wanted to be clear about the federal match in the future would be a different program. Right now we're in an 80-20 scenario where 20% is being paid locally. When we go to a federal, if we do, it's a 30% local. So that makes it a little harder to carry that when we go to that, and that really is the only and next step we have with public transportation going through the Department of Rail and Public Transportation. So thank you for the opportunity to explain the full scope of this.
Thank you, Mary.
Yes, sir.
Now, anybody?
Really, the only question I had was, I know we applied for the application for, how long does it usually take us to receive the funding once we got approved? That's
These
what
are
my
very
question-
quick. So the grant is due February 1st, so I usually come sliding in, pretty much when I understand the full scope of the grant request just before that deadline. And then we generally hear in June, because it has to be on the Commonwealth Transportation Board's agenda to actually pass and allocate 6-year funds to each request that is approved. So we know by June because they have to provide funds by July 1st. Now where we are, we're a little offset with that due to the operation years that we're actually doing with the bus. We don't really start operations until August because we've kind of been backing up with the funds we've had to where we don't start July 1 with new funds. But it is a July 1 award date officially through the Commonwealth Transportation Board.
And also, that's been a great thing in our town. I think it really, a lot of people use it with different stops. We added a couple stops over the years and stuff like that. So it's turned out real great for our town.
Thank you.
I just want to thank the Community Health Foundation for what they've done. They actually started it working with Bedford County Rec Department probably in
2021.
21, yes. So, and it's grown to this, and this has been great for members of the town to see how much the riders we have on there now.
And I'll add to all that, I was privileged to, when it first started, Mary invited several of us to take a tour of the bus, and I did that, and I was really impressed by something like that in Bedford, that it's needed, and it has been very beneficial. I see the stops it makes, I see it a lot of times down at the Food Line, and it's a number of people on that bus that are taking advantage of it. So again, I'm like everybody else here, it's a good thing for the town, a needed thing. I hope we can figure out some way to keep it going. Anything else? All right.
Yeah,
Oh, I'm sorry. Daryl, thank you for speaking up. Say something.
Well, thank you for hearing, Mayor. I appreciate that. I've got just a bad echo, and sometimes some of the information gets distorted. What's the current daily use and hours of operation?
The current use is a 4-day-a-week service, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, from 9 until, I believe, 6. The last stop ends at 6. 17 stops.
Okay, thank you. And I'm just going to echo some of the comments Mark made. I'm just really impressed with the ridership that the program is getting, and also look forward to finding ways we can continue the service, for the folks around town.
Good. Anything else? All right, John?
Mr. Evans?
Aye.
Mr. Foreman?
Aye.
Mr. Haley?
Aye.
Mr. Ippolito?
Aye.
Mayor Stanley?
Aye.
Mr. Updike?
Aye.
Motion carries with all 6 members voting aye.
All right, I do believe that is all we have on the agenda tonight. I want to thank everyone for coming, staff for being here, and I think we have survived now 2 meetings into the year, so I think we've about got this down. So again, thank everyone for coming. Have a good evening, and I hope we pass the audition. Good night.